Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Master Your Authentic Voice. I am so excited to have Mel with me today from Melanie Kis's Coaching. That sounds very ooh la la, Kisses Coaching. And we really are showing up today to share a little bit about our journeys when it comes to careers and work and coaching, and sort of where we've both ended up, right, Mel? I mean, at the end of the day, right, if I'm going to ask you to kind of share your story, but you are in a corporate world still, but are maybe transitioning, or you have your side gig that's going on, and I really wanted you to share with everybody what that looks like for you now.
Absolutely. So I have been a flight attendant for 22 years now.
Wow.
And at one point in my life, I like the flying. It suits my type of schedule. I love it. And I get to travel and meet other people. Yeah, it really suits my personality. However, at one point, I just hated what I was doing. I was always searching for something else. I think actually since the beginning of my flying career, I was always searching for something else. It's like I had to do something else as well. All that to say is that I also suffered from chronic inflammation, and I ended up finding a way to get rid of my chronic inflammation, which brought me to the fitness industry. Okay. And so I had that side business. That's when I was like, oh, I'm enjoying this. And it's always, when I think about it now, fitness, wellness, nutrition, all that stuff, I actually always loved, but it was just like really apparent to me at that point. So I wanted to create something with that. And with time, there's still something missing. I still had this piece of me that was unhappy, and I just couldn't pinpoint it. And then I burnt out. And that was kind of a gift. It's crazy to say how a burnout could be a gift, but it was, because I had to kind of stop, reevaluate everything. And that's when I also found a school where I started to learn NLP.
Okay.
So NLP is neuro-linguistic programming. So I started the schooling for that. And right away, I was like, okay, this is it. This is like that missing piece.
The link, yeah.
And sure enough, I did my schooling. I graduated. I'm certified today. And I would have to say, like, I've never been happier. And it's funny how, working on myself and finding that happiness and what's important to me, flying does not bother me anymore. Something that I wanted to leave so quickly. I could just like now say, I'm just going to go with the flow with that and see where it takes me and see where my business is going to take me. And maybe I'll retire early, maybe yes, maybe no, but at least when I go to work, I'm happy when I'm there.
And wouldn't you think that, wouldn't you agree that, and I think you probably grew up in this mindset or time that, I remember it was like, oh, you have to get a job. And then if you have a job, well, you have a job, so you should be happy. I remember my dad saying that to me, but you have a job. Why do you need another job? Because like you, there was this, I had, when I came back to Montreal in 2004, this sense of unfulfillment. Like I could never find the thing that would fill the gap in me always. And this is after a few years of traveling abroad as well, where I worked on cruise ships, and we always joked around in the crew mess saying, oh, what are you going to do when you go back? And everybody be like, we don't know. Because how do you top this, right? Traveling around the world and meeting new people. And it really wasn't until I started coaching my speaking business that I realized, oh, I like this. This makes it was harder. It was a bigger hustle, but when it happened, it was more fulfilling.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. And that's exactly it. More fulfilling. And I have a huge focus with that now with my coaching business, is to find that I call it that alignment, that wholeness that people are searching for, right? Throughout my journey, people would sometimes say, oh, but you're going to change. And it's funny. It's not that I changed. It's just that I found myself. I'm still myself, but I just reached deeper within to find exactly what it is that I like. And I had to do a whole bunch of stuff, and some stuff didn't work out and some stuff did, but it was to take that step to even try it. And of course, you know, all the other work that I did on myself with the school, where we had to practice a lot on ourselves, all the different techniques, which helped a lot. But it brings back to what you were saying about your dad. Like, same here. People say, well, you can't leave flying. Yeah. You have a pension. You have, you have all these benefits. And it's true. The benefits are amazing. But what if you're truly unhappy? And I think it's important to find what really makes you happy, because once you find out what makes you happy, it goes wherever you go.
It changes the whole way. And I mean, listen, the road to entrepreneurship is not easy. Yeah. And we came here, gosh, almost a year ago now, to the Dominican Republic. And I didn't know that. I mean, I have my speaking business. I have my Teen Talk program that's running here in the DR. I just started my second session at Isla Academy today. And I thought, wow, that I have this and I can use it and I can inspire. But then this other business showed up, just organically fell in my lap. And I remember it took me about 3 weeks to digest and think, this can be a business? Like, really? And now, after the work and the YouTube videos and the conversations, gosh, the discovery calls are coming in. People are asking questions. They want to know how I can help them. And I think that's also, like, if it shows up for you, don't question it. Like let it flow and let it come to you and let it be open. And I think you need to find somebody that's going to help you do that as well, right? Like, I had coaches last year, but I think I needed something. You know, I was going through a transition with this whole move thing. And I think that I would have benefited from something more for personal development, not just business development. And I think everybody has their zone of expertise, right? Their zone of genius. Can you tell us, like, share with me a little bit, like, what do you do with a client to kind of get them to that wherever they need to be?
Absolutely. So first, I'd like to say that you can go further than what your mind will allow you to go.
Yes.
So you could take something as simple as, you know, you're going through your day and someone will say, hey, did you notice this or that? And you're like, no, I didn't. Because sometimes we have these blockages from past experiences, traumas, whatever it is, right? And the mind is super interesting. It will block you from even noticing it. So, you know how to other people, sometimes it's like, how did she not notice? Oh my gosh, she would be amazing in this. So it's important when people come to see me is that we go visit some of these blockages. Like, what is it that you're fearing? What is it that's keeping you from moving forward with your goals? And often people come with a specific goal, and then we with the discussions that we have, they realize that it's further than just what the original goal is all about. But it's important for that to go dig into the subconscious, to bring it to the conscious. So be aware of it, because once you're aware of it, you're able to take those next step to whatever it is that you want to do. And then it's not a struggle. It comes easily. When I first started my business, oh my goodness, I mean, yes, like you said, it's not easy and it's new and you're all over. Well, I felt like all over the place. And, but I also felt all over the place. Like there was nothing concrete. And it's only today with the work that I've done that I could say, I do what I do, but it's not like it's not it's a huge struggle. Everything is clear. There's a clarity in what I do, right?
Yeah.
So when I have a client in front of me, I try to bring that clarity to them so they can move forward with their goal.
I love it. You know, the clarity is self-awareness and clarity are probably two big ones. Even for me, as a speaking coach today, I was coaching the kids on self-awareness about what they actually like, what is actually coming out of their mouths. And they didn't even realize it. And it's such a simple activity that I do, but it just, you see their eyes pop like, oh, wow. Yeah, she's right. Like I do say those things and I didn't even realize. So the self-awareness is same. So if anybody wants to get in touch with you, they want to know more, they're searching for that piece, that alignment, how can they get in touch with you?
I have a website. So as you see my name, SOI, that's in French, Soi, it's the person, Soi, and soicoaching.com.
Okay. And we're going to put it all in the description. So it'll all be there as well for anybody to
and
go
I
click.
do discovery calls as well, 15-minute discovery calls. So we could, you know, have that rapport, discuss what the goal is all about before actually having a meeting. And there's also information with the different tiers of the services that I offer, but it doesn't, you know, it's not
limited to that.
Not limited to that. Exactly.
Excellent. So what is one last little piece of advice, or maybe something like somebody's wondering, like, what can they do to, a little piece of advice or wisdom, a little piece of wisdom.
Little piece of wisdom. So I would say to find that alignment with what your mind and your body and that your soul wants. And I know sometimes that may sound a little woo-woo for a lot of people, but the best way that I could explain it is, you know, when you have that weird feeling inside, listen to that feeling. And sometimes our ego could be really, you know, not just there to help us, because our ego is good, right? It is something that's very helpful, but sometimes it can be sabotaging as well. So that inner feeling of like, I know this isn't right, I need to figure it out, and that's your soul speaking. And listen to the piece of your soul speaking to you. Then to find that wholeness, your true nature of who you are, because sometimes it's just hiding a bit because it's afraid to come out. So find out what your true nature is all about, and go through the steps and make those mistakes, because that's how you'll figure it out. That's how you figure it out. And it's okay.
It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to question.
Absolutely. It's something I had to work with as well, right? Oh my God, here I am trying something else, or I got to change this. But you know what? It brought me to where I am. And today I'm super happy. And that's what I wish for everyone.
Absolutely. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for alignment, please reach out to Melanie. She's a gem. She knows what she's doing. She's a gentle soul, and she will be able to help you deeply, literally deeply. Click on your link below and make that happen for yourself today. Whatever you choose to do, have an incredible day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, Mel.